Continues to build on their mission to create a recovery community for teens and young adults.
The future is bright for 4D Recovery as the organization is expanding its peer-led efforts through its campus in Salem. They've got all kinds of new stuff happening right now. So here to tell us more about what it means for their mission and for folks in need, we have Tony Veniza with 4D Recovery. Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me on this morning.
Always good to see you back with some new updates as well. Man, you guys have been busy, but for anyone who's not familiar with 4D Recovery, tell us about the work you do.
Yeah, 4D Recovery is a nonprofit, and we provide a variety of services that help adolescents, young adults, and families overcome addiction and mental health. We have peer services, treatment services, mental health, and then we also do housing.
You guys have a presence up and down the I-5 corridor, so let's start down in Salem. Can you talk about the center there, the progress, and what it looks like for folks down there?
Sure. In Salem, we're partnering with the Sober High School down there, and we've actually co-located with them. So we'll have treatment, mental health counseling, family therapy, and a peer drop-in center right next to where adolescents are going to a recovery high school.
What impact does that have on, specifically teens who need these services? There is often kind of a gap in support, between children and adults. When you see kids in those late teen, early 20s years, this could be a real resource for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Partnering with recovery high schools is like a dream come true for me. I helped start them several years ago. And so this is going to provide comprehensive care to not only the adolescents, but to their families, which is a critical component. As you mentioned, addiction and mental health services for adolescents in Oregon is really bad. There isn't many options. And so this is going to give young people the opportunity to live a lifelong or a life full of purpose, meaning, and success.
That's so fantastic. And today you're actually breaking ground or breaking mud, however you want to put it, on a new campus in North Portland. Can you tell us what inspired that and what folks can look forward to?
Yeah, well, what inspired our expansion to adolescent services was really me talking to families over the years, and they have few to no options. Some parents are sending their kids out of state to get services only to have them come back here without any support. And so I went and toured the United States to look at the best programs that I could find. And that's really what inspired the design. So we'll have residential and withdrawal management. We'll have a big outpatient service for mental health counseling, family therapy. But then the two core components that I think are going to be the most successful are just going to be a recovery drop-in center where young, sober kids are hanging out, coaching each other, helping each other. And then we'll do that in partnership with the two local recovery high schools in Portland.
To have that community, to have things outside of just the recovery aspect, but to have those connections, to have friendships, to have that resource built in as well. What impact does that have for these young adults long term? Well,
if you talk to anybody in recovery, I'm in recovery. Going to treatment and stuff is great and you gain some skills, but it's really finding that community so where you feel like you're a part of, you have a life, you get over some of the stigma, and you find people that are going to help you over the long term be successful.
And we're talking about it at a time when, yes, the need for support and the need for more resources has never been greater. We've been talking about with the government shutdown now extending to day 27, we're looking at the November 1st deadline for some of those SNAP benefits expiring for millions of Americans. What impact does the federal support have on the work you're doing?
Yeah, great question. So, of immediate concern is the SNAP benefits. So I think this is an opportunity for people in the community to support each other during that time. I'm full confidence the federal government will figure it out. We've been through shutdowns before.
Right.
But, longer term, with Oregon being an economic recession and then also some reduced funding from the federal government, it's going to be important for organizations like 4D Recovery and others and the community to go and let our local legislators know that substance use disorder is still an important issue to address in the future.
Yeah, it seems like it's never been a more important time to support the community in your own backyard. So how can people support 4D Recovery in your mission?
Yeah, we still have a couple $1 million we need to raise to purchase the building. We've met our minimum fundraising requirement for our campus, which is about $5 million. So I'm really grateful for all the support we've already received. But we need people to come in, donate, volunteer. If they want to do a workshop at the center or something like that, they can. And then additionally, we'll be opening up drop-in recovery centers in Bend and in Medford. So anybody from those communities who want to help our mission, totally open to that.
That's excellent, and it's great to hear that that support is going to be reaching even further around the state to folks who need it, not just here in Portland. Tony, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for the updates.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Always good to see you. And if you'd like to support 4D Recovery and the work they do, you can learn more about their mission, expansion efforts, and ways you can get involved when you check out this story on coin.com.